The rise, glory, and tragic death of Rudi Johnson. In the early 2000s, if you were watching NFL football, you knew the name Rudi Johnson. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't the loudest, but he was the kind of running back who made defenses regret every single tackle attempt. A record setter for the Cincinnati Bengals, a Pro Bowler, and one of the most reliable backs of his generation. But behind the stats and highlights, there was a man. A man whose struggles after football would sadly end in tragedy. On September 23, 2025, Rudi Johnson was found dead at just 45 years old. Authorities believe it was suicide. Today, we're going deep into his life story, from his humble beginnings in Virginia to his dominance at Auburn, his years in the NFL spotlight, and finally, the challenges that may have led to his heartbreaking death. Rudi Johnson was born October 1, 1979 in Ettrick, Virginia, a small community outside Richmond. Like many future stars, his path wasn't easy. He grew up in a working-class family where toughness and determination were part of daily life. At Thomasdale High School, Johnson wasn't the tallest or the fastest, but what made him different was his work ethic. Coaches remember a player who ran through drills as if every carry mattered. His relentlessness would become his trademark. After high school, he took the junior college route, enrolling at Butler Community College in Kansas. And that's where his legend started to take shape. In just 2 seasons, Johnson rushed for over 3,500 yards and 47 touchdowns, earning National Junior College honors. He was unstoppable. His nickname in Kansas? The Tank. This dominance earned him a transfer to Auburn University, and even though he only played 1 season there, it was enough to change his life. The year was 2000. Auburn football was searching for an identity, and Rudi Johnson arrived like a storm. In just 11 games, he rushed for 1,567 yards and 13 touchdowns, averaging over 142 yards per game. He ran through the SEC, the toughest conference in college football, like it was a high school league. That year, he was named SEC Offensive Player of the Year and even received Heisman Trophy votes. Auburn fans fell in love with his bruising style, and to this day, many still rank him among the greatest one-year wonders in college football history. Coaches said he had the perfect blend of patience, vision, and power. He wasn't a track star, but once he lowered his shoulder, defenders bounced off him like he was made of steel. After that one magical season, Rudi declared for the 2001 NFL Draft. Draft day wasn't easy. Despite his college dominance, Johnson slid all the way to the 4th round, where the Cincinnati Bengals took him with the 100th overall pick. For many players, that kind of slide can be discouraging. But for Rudi, it was fuel. At first, he didn't play much. He sat behind Corey Dillon, one of the Bengals' best backs at the time. But when Dillon left for the New England Patriots, Rudi Johnson was ready to step into the spotlight. From 2004 to 2006, Johnson was among the top running backs in the entire NFL. He rushed for 1,454 yards and 12 TDs in 2004, earning his first and only Pro Bowl selection. 1,458 yards in 2005, still the Bengals' single-season rushing record. 1,309 yards in 2006, proving his consistency. What set Rudi apart wasn't speed or flash, it was dependability. If it was 3rd and 2, you knew who was getting the ball. He ran north-south, rarely lost yards, and could take 25 carries a game without wearing down. By the time his Bengals career ended, he had racked up 5,979 rushing yards and 49 rushing touchdowns, placing him 4th on the franchise's all-time rushing list. He played one final season with the Detroit Lions in 2008, but Cincinnati was always his football home. Off the field, Johnson was known as a teammate favorite. Chad Okocinco Johnson, his former teammate, often called him his brother. Coaches described him as humble, quiet, and focused. He also gave back to the community, supporting youth football programs and speaking about discipline and hard work. In interviews, Rudi often credited his success to the lessons he learned growing up in Virginia, where nothing came easy. But like many players, life after football wasn't simple. The transition from the adrenaline and structure of the NFL to everyday life is something many athletes describe as like falling off a cliff. In the years leading up to his death, reports suggest Johnson struggled with mental health issues. Friends noticed changes, but many didn't know how deep his struggles went. Some experts have pointed to the possibility of CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy. CTE has been found in the brains of countless former NFL players, and it is linked to depression, mood swings, memory loss, and even suicidal thoughts. While only an autopsy can confirm if Johnson suffered from it, his case adds to the growing list of tragic stories that raise awareness about the long-term effects of football. On September 23, 2025, Johnson was found dead in Florida. He was only 45 years old. Police ruled out foul play, and the early investigation points to suicide. The news devastated the Bengals organization. Team president Mike Brown released a heartfelt statement. Rudi was a fine person and an excellent running back for us. He was dependable and productive as a player and very popular among his teammates. Everyone liked him and saw him as a dear friend. We are deeply saddened by his passing. Chad Johnson posted his own emotional tribute online, writing that losing Rudi felt like losing family. Fans across social media expressed shock, sadness, and gratitude for the memories he gave them on Sundays. Rudi Johnson's life is a story of grit, perseverance, and success against the odds. He went from a small-town kid in Virginia to junior college stardom, to Auburn legend, to Pro Bowl NFL running back. His record-breaking seasons in Cincinnati made him a fan favorite, and his work ethic left a mark on everyone who played with him. But his death also serves as a reminder of the hidden struggles athletes face. Behind the records and highlights, players are human beings, often carrying physical pain and mental battles long after their careers end. Rudi Johnson's story is both inspiring and tragic. His legacy as one of the toughest runners in Bengals history will live forever. But his passing at 45 is a reminder that we must continue to support athletes after their careers, especially when it comes to mental health. Rest in peace, Rudi Johnson. Gone far too soon, but never forgotten. And to everyone watching, if you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out. Call a friend, a loved one, or a mental health hotline. Your life matters. Rudi Johnson's journey reminds us that while football made him a hero on the field, it's his humanity, his battles, his triumphs, and his legacy that will forever define him. Rudi Johnson's legacy is more than records and touchdowns. It's a story of heart, resilience, and inspiration. Though his life ended too soon, the memory of his strength on and off the field will live on forever. He may be gone, but the roar of the crowd and the respect he earned will echo through football history for generations to come.